Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a Icy, what are you doing, Hello everyone. I hope that everyone is having a amazing day. I'm not even gonna say that because I know that our days have been really rough. But I hope that you are fighting through it, and I hope that you're trying to be a part of the solution, and that you just keep pushing. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for everybody. So I did not expect for this to be my first video back on YouTube. I really want to get my channel going, but this has nothing to do with that. This is totally separate, okay? So I didn't expect for this to be my first video back. Initially, I wanted this video to be about school and like how I'm graduating early and what college I'm going to and just my journey through high school and getting scholarships and stuff like that. But I can't do that. I feel like it would be an injustice to me and my community and a little disrespectful. My mom said it's not, but because it's still a part of it. But I feel like I really need to speak up about what's going on right now, and not just talk about anything. So before I really get into this video, I want to first start off with the moment of silence. I'm gonna take a little moment of silence with y'all, and then I will say their names. I welcome you to repeat names with me, to say the names with me. I'm sorry, to say the names with me, or you could just take your moment of silence and just take this all in. As a community, we just this time, like, we just need to we just need to take this all in because the fight is nowhere near over and we got a lot of work to do. So we're just gonna take this little moment right now. Terrence Crutcher, Walter Scott, Sandra Bland, Samuel Dubose, Philandro Castile, Eric Garner, Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd, and so many more. So many more undocumented. So many more whose murderers are still have not been charged. They're roaming free, living their life, when these people have had theirs taken away from them. These people were people's sons, daughters, fathers, mothers, aunties, uncles, you know, and they have, their family members have had these people taken away from them. They have had their life taken away from them. They have had their voice taken away from them. And it's not okay. So I had to start with that because I know that it hits everyone just as hard as it hits me, okay? This stuff hits, and I feel strongly about this. And like I said, I couldn't come up here and just talk to y'all about how I'm doing with school and just everything going good when this is the issue right now. This is what's going on today. We can talk about that later. It's gonna be there. But this is what's going on today, and it's in the mainstream media today. So I have to talk about it, and I have to get as many of my peers on board with me to talk about it and just share their experience and just share how they feel and your ideas, because people need to hear that. So like I said, this video is not what I intended on it to be. I'm just gonna really be talking to you guys like raw and cut. I don't have on no makeup, none of that. I don't have a script. I have a few like keywords so that I don't go off track, because I tend to do that like right now. But if I don't say enough and you want to hear more of me, because I could talk about this for days, for hours, like however long, just let me know in the comments that you want a second video and one will be made, because I'm doing whatever I gotta do. Alright, so like I said, my initial video is going to be about me going to school. I will go ahead and tell you all now, like, I will be attending the University of San Francisco, and I have been accepted into the Black Scholars Program. That's what led me to really making this video. Not the fact that I was accepted into the program, but the fact that I am a Black scholar at heart. And I was Black before I was a scholar. The people around me, they oh my gosh, you're so smart, you got the best scholarship, oh my gosh, like my family and stuff. It's just like, it's all about the scholarly part, but we can't forget the black part, okay? And like I said, it would be injustice if I did not talk about this stuff right now, because that's the part of being a black scholar, is educating, you know, being educated on your community and your history and things like that. So I'm going to take this time to talk to people right now, for maybe people who don't know, or for the people who don't know their voice, and just like things like that, and how to really get out there. I apologize if I'm talking too fast. So first I wanted to say, just getting into it, I know that a lot of people on like Twitter and Instagram are saying, if you're not speaking with us, then you're with the oppressor, you know, and just different stuff like that. And I agree with that to a certain extent, okay? First, I feel like everyone, they haven't figured out their voice yet, okay? People don't know their voice. They don't know their channel to communicate through, to tell you what they're thinking, to tell you what's the solution. I mean, nobody, at this point, from what it's looking like, nobody knows the solution, but that's why we're here today. That's why people are rioting and protesting, because we're trying to figure out the solution ourselves. We're trying to get it together ourselves. So first, I think it's, people don't know, like, their voice. They don't know how to communicate. Everyone hasn't been taught that. Everyone hasn't been prepared for this. And as members of the black community, I would say we cannot put each other down. That's exactly what they want us to do, okay? We can't put each other down. We have to lift each other up. We have to encourage each other to speak. I can't tell you that you're an enemy just like right off the bat, because I don't know why you're not speaking. I don't know, but I can encourage you to. So that's rule number one. Not rule, okay, I'm just sharing my opinions. These aren't rules, I'm sorry. Let's get too serious. Okay, no, it's not getting too serious. This is a serious topic. It's not getting too serious, but I don't want you to feel like I'm talking at you when I'm really talking with you, okay? Because all these things go for me too. I've struggled with this too, like finding my voice in different situations and stuff like this. So I really understand. If you need an outlet, or if you have something to say and you just don't want to just go straight out into the public and say it, you can say it to me. I'm that kind of person. You can DM me on Instagram. All my socials will be in the description box. But I will help you. Like that's what I'm here for. That is what we're here for. We're here to help each other. We're here to bring each other up. So, one, everyone doesn't know their voice. Two, people don't know what we're talking about, all right? Some people don't even know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, and that's why you're not talking, I advise you educate yourself, because this is about to get deeper, okay? It's about to get, for lack of a better word, worse. The fight is about to get stronger. Let's say that. The fight is about to get stronger because we are tired. As simple as that. You know what? I take that back. I was listening to, see, this is my getting off track, but just bear with me, y'all. I was listening to Janae Aiko, Born Tired, this morning. And one of the lyrics goes, tired, but I'm fired up. We're fired up, all right? We have to educate ourselves because we're fired up and we're ready to fight, and we don't need this no more. We will leave the being tired to our elders. And not in the sense that they're old or in the sense of anything like that. It's because they've seen it. They've seen this stuff firsthand. We haven't. We ain't seen the half. So we don't got no business being tired. It's time to put in work. It's simple as that. We don't have no business being tired right now. It's time for us to fight for our community and everyone around us. Once again, I feel like I keep getting real serious, y'all. I'm not talking at you. I'm talking with you. Mariah, me, it's time for me to be fired up. I don't have time to be tired, okay? Because there are bigger issues at hand, clearly. So that's one thing. People don't know what's going on. I advise you educate yourself, because we fired up. Like I said, we need to educate ourselves so we know that what we're fired up about. Studying past history helps create better solutions for the future instead of repeating the same things. You know what I'm saying? So we need to educate ourselves on what's going on. We need to see the consistency, the patterns, and just things like that to see what can we do now. Where is this going? What direction is this headed in? You know? Another reason people don't speak up is because of their peers. I feel like if you're about to make a post about Philando Castile or George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, anyone, and you feel deterred from making that post, or like you have fear making that post because of who might see it, or you have specific people in mind who you don't want to see it, you have more internal issues to work on. Because if that's your cause, that's your cause. The people who stand with you, who will stand with you, and the people who fold, they fold. They weren't meant for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? The more you speak up, the more you speak out, the more silence you'll hear around you, but that'll only show you who's really for you and who's really close to you. In friendship, I believe that in any kind of relationship, I believe that there is compromise, but there's not. I heard Yvonne Orji say this in a video. There is compromise, but you can't compromise on core values. My values are my values, and if you don't respect them, then you gotta go. If this Black Lives Matter, if this is something you feel strongly about, and you want to march in the streets, and you want to post and just do anything, sign petitions, donate, anything, and somebody is deterring you, and you got people in your ear telling you not to do that, they're not worth the compromise. Or they're not worth the sacrifice of your core values, because those are your values. And if people don't respect those, then I'm sorry, but they gotta go. And in other words, 9 times out of 10, those people who you don't want to see the stuff that you're posting, or like, oh my gosh, he or she might not be my friend anymore. I don't know who thinks like that, but if you do, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know, those people, if they not thinking the same thing, they probably thinking the same thing. And if they're not thinking the same thing, and your reasons for not posting it isn't because you don't want them to see you a certain type of way, but if it's because you know their beliefs are the opposite, I don't think I would be their friend. Personally, I wouldn't be their friend. If I'm fighting for George Floyd, and I'm scared of someone seeing it who's my friend, but who's saying that the people saying he died of a heart attack, you know, just stuff like that, and they saying that the officer was right, they don't need to be your friend. Because at this point, you don't value my life. Why would I have a friend who does not value my life? Why do I have a friend who does not value my brother's life? Me as a person, my community, my culture. And a lot of y'all with y'all friends who feel this way, they feel strongly about Black culture. Boxer braids? No, baby, cornrows. But they wear them anyway. You know what I'm saying? They want to listen to A$AP Rocky, Beyonce, anybody, everybody. They want to rap all the lyrics, Gunna, everybody. But if you don't feel that same, how hard you going about my culture, if you don't feel that about me as a person, you don't need to be my friend. You can leave now. This goes for black, white, or indifferent. It don't matter. But they can go now. Alright, anyway. Okay, the other thing, this is the last reason I got for why people may not be speaking up. I don't know. These just, they make sense, okay? It's fear of backlash, like that somebody may be coming for you, or like people out here getting stabbed in the street, and just different hate crimes and stuff. That's what they want. I'm gonna talk more about this later, but many people say that what the white man won, what America is most adamant about, is the dollar. Well, I think it's power. You can tell by that. Oh, dude, they got in office. He was rich. He got money, wealthy, but he wanted power. That's why he became president, or whatever. I don't even know. But that's power. So you can't allow these people to have power over you. You can't allow them to shut your voice, you know, to not acknowledge it. Oh, you gonna hear me? And that goes into my next point. Yes, people don't speak up. Well, let me tell all the people who don't speak up, your voice has power. They don't want us to know this, but we come from kings and queens. Our voices have power. We are kings and queens. See, I need somebody over here, like, say it again for the people in the back, because I just need y'all to know that your voice has power. If your voice did not have power, they wouldn't tell you to be quiet. If your voice did not have power, they wouldn't put you on the hush. They wouldn't kill you because it wouldn't matter. Because what you say wouldn't matter, but what we say matters. Which is why we're experiencing the things that we are experiencing today. And going into experiencing the things that we're experiencing today, what are we experiencing today? And this is for the people who do not know. We're experiencing police brutality. The murders of unarmed black men who just be trying to live their life. Unarmed black women who just be trying to live their life. I seen the video, I think the boy was 14 years old and the cop was punching on him. That's what we're experiencing today. We're experiencing racists and other people feeling like we are less than, so they can do whatever to us when that's not the case. Racism, white supremacy. This is what we're experiencing today. And with white supremacy comes people want to be superior. I seen a man, he was a police officer. I don't know if he's still a police officer, but he was a police officer, and I think this video came out in like 2016. But basically what he was saying was, initially, this is a white man, y'all. Initially, we were brought over here. I wasn't brought, but y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Our ancestors were brought over here to be slaves, nothing more. Nothing more than slaves. They never had any intention on us being nothing more than slaves. So when we broke out of that, when our ancestors broke out of that, oh, they wasn't having that. They got to put that down, right? They don't want us to have a voice. So they got to put that down because they want to be superior. You can't come up. How dare you disrespect me like that? That's how they feel, you know? You can't come up. And the other thing is fear from them. They feel like if we can come up, we're going to do the same things to them as they did to us. I'm getting to that later again, so I'm going to come back to that. But basically, in the coming up, all right, we got out of slavery, we got some freedom. Let's segregate them. Let's lynch them. Oh, we got out of that too? Y'all still rising? Y'all still coming up? Oh, we need the next best thing. So, welfare, we're going to put y'all down in wealth. Y'all can't have no money. We'll give you what we want you to have. EBT. We'll give you what we feel like you're worth. We'll make you stay where we feel like you worth staying. You can't stay with us though. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Mass incarceration. We're gonna cage you because you're getting too big. Your voice is getting too loud. You are growing too much. You're taking up too much space. You were here to be slaves, you were here to work, and now you're taking up space and you ain't working? They hate it. They hate it. Don't let these people put your voice down. And then the last thing man said after mass incarceration, also y'all still growing, y'all still talking, kill them. Police brutality, police killings. Random jogging in the neighborhood. White man and his son shoot you, they kill you. Kill them, they don't need no power. We're afraid, they're afraid. He was robbing. He was on, you don't know nothing, you don't know none of that. But what I know is that you want to be superior. You don't want anybody to question you. Stuff like that. So what I'm really just trying to say is, y'all, we have to stay strong in our beliefs. Don't let this fool you. Don't let all these other assumptions and reasons of why they're killing fool you. No, it's they want to be superior. We can't grow. Why would they want us to grow when they brought us here to be slaves? But we're going to fight for it. Trust me. Trust me. People, there's no regard for our life. How do you have no regard for a creation that God put on this earth? And that's my other biggest thing. Most of these cops and these people killing black people are so-called Christians. I might be tripping, but in the 10 Commandments, I thought I read that thou shalt not kill. Right? But you're killing God's creation because you feel like we're not that, we're lesser than. That's not okay. We will not tolerate it. We will not tolerate it at all. So y'all, we really need to speak up on that. It was something I said I was gonna go back to, but it skipped my mind, so I'm gonna move on to the next thing, and hopefully it comes back to me. The next thing, a big issue that I feel, is miseducation. Miseducation comes from everywhere. It is very strong in the white community. Like I said, miseducation that black people should. This is what I was gonna go back to. What makes someone think that they can have authority over your life? Don't allow anyone to have any type of authority over your life. Unless it's God or you, no one should have any authority over your life. Respect your mother, respect your father, but no one has any authority to take your life. People aren't seeing the problem in that. The people who are disagreeing and saying that the cop was right and all this stuff, he did not have that much authority over their man's life. Any of these people's life, especially if they did nothing to you, that was not an act of self-defense. That was murder. Cold-blooded. Just straight up. These people, don't allow these people to have authority over your life. So it's time we take control. They don't want us to do that. We tried to peaceful. We tried to kneel. We tried to wear shirts, speeches. It's all the wrong way. So they gonna feel us now. Okay, y'all about to feel it now because I didn't make my people mad. Alright. So really finna feel it now. Another big thing that I think is an issue is miseducation. And this is what I was going into earlier. Miseducation comes from everywhere. White people are taught by their mothers and fathers that they need to be superior. Their mothers and fathers were taught by the same white people's grandparents, their mothers and fathers, who feel like they need to be superior, who feel like our lives are less than, because it is. I'm not even that. I'm not even dark. I'm a light African American. I'm a light black person, and I still feel all of this stuff. So I can't imagine what my darker people are feeling. And I love y'all. My mother is of a darker complexion. But once again, I don't know why I'm saying that, because I have nothing to prove. I'm black at heart. I'm still black on the outside. When a white man sees me, he knows that I'm black. So, but that's the miseducation. It comes from their parents, their grandparents, everyone who believe that this less than. What? Our melanin is less than? It's crazy. It's crazy. Once again, your melanin has power. Don't let people treat you like you're less than. It's time we speak up. But I'm also going to say this. Speak up safely. Because as we see, they shoot to kill. Alright? I'm not telling you to be quiet, because I don't want you to be quiet, because I'm not going to be quiet. But I'm telling you to do so safely. Not that, to me, I don't know. It's the fear, man. I'm telling y'all, it's the fear. They are afraid of us, okay? I don't know why, okay? But they're afraid of us. So they're provoked easily. I am not saying that my black brothers and sisters are provoking them when they speak up, because that's not what we're doing. We're sharing our opinion. That's just how they take it. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, it's sad that we still got to tap dance around that for our life. We have to talk kindly for our life. It's ridiculous. Another big source of miseducation is the American school system and what they teach us. We learn white history, okay? That's what we learn. We learn white culture. We don't learn black history. We learn about slaves. That's part of white culture, if you ask me. It's part of our history, but we learned about building of slaves. We learned about why it was bad too, but I feel like there's so much more, there's so much left unsaid, right, about black people and our real effects and the inventions and just everything that we have now, like all this stuff that they don't tell us. I'm not gonna be ashamed to sit here and tell you I did not know who Rodney King was. had to research that on my own, along with many other things that I should know as a black person. But I'm not taught those things because we weren't put here to learn. We were put here to work. But that's not what it is anymore. They're not teaching us. They're not teaching other people to know who we are. They take things from the motherland because they don't want us to know the power that we truly have, what really lies there, how wealthy the motherland is, how rich in everything. I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about everything. Miseducation, y'all. We don't learn what's important. So we have to take the initiative to educate ourselves. It's not our job to educate white people. So white people who are watching, please, if you stand with us, I love you and I respect you and I thank you. But let's educate. Everyone, let's educate. I need to be more educated. We all do. I'm not about to sit here and talk to y'all like I know it all because I don't. I ain't been here long enough. I haven't researched enough. Who has? There's so much left unsaid that we need to know. So, once again, I'm here to tell you, you have a voice, you have a mind, you have a brain, let's use it. Let's educate ourselves on what's really going on behind the scenes and everything else. Even though the source to educate ourselves, what we really need to know, they keep on the hush. So we gotta dig deeper, and we just gonna keep digging. Okay? I'm pretending like y'all said okay. I appreciate you. So another thing, and this goes with the earlier thing, like we were here to be slaves and all this other stuff, is the racists and people who aren't racist but accept racism, because that is a thing. For some reason, racism is acceptable in this society, in this culture, which is wrong. If you don't say nothing when you see, or if you have no second thoughts, or you don't say nothing when you see a black man being followed around the store or being racially profiled by a cop, if you don't say nothing or you're not thinking nothing strange and that's just a regular day in the life to you, that's the problem. That is the problem, and it needs to be fixed, and that's what we're talking about. But the big problem that I'm talking about now is the resistance to change. This needs to change. People are so stuck in the old ways that they are resisting to change. They're resisting to accept that we are here. We can't go nowhere. Not that we can't, but you took us from our home. You've had us for generations. Where do we have a home? Like, that's touchy too. Like, I know we all belong to the motherland, and I know that's where we came from, but I have a friend who is from Africa. Well, her family is from Africa, and she's told me, and this literally shocked me so much, when Africans come to America, their peers tell them, stay away from black people. We don't have no home. We don't have a home here. We don't have a home there. That's where we are from, and I would love for it to be our home. But there's white supremacy over there too. They telling them the same things that they tell white people over here. They telling Africans the same things. So where's our home? This needs to change. This needs to change. Yeah, they try to keep us in the box. They try to belittle our voice, diminish our voice. We can't do this no more, y'all. For real. Like, we gotta stand up for something. And I can't be quiet anymore. I just can't. I've been quiet for too long. When I was in, some people are gonna know what school I'm talking about. Some people are gonna be in my class. They're gonna remember this exact incident. When I was in the 3rd grade, I went to a majority white school. I won't say the school. I was one of 2 black girls in my class, one of like 4 in the whole 3rd grade. And one day, I still remember this because this is just that deep to me, you know. I still remember this. We were on, and this again comes from miseducation and people just doing what their parents do. And we talk about their parents. She's in a majority white institution, which I don't even know. Anyway, I'm on the playground, you know, exercising my playground rights. Her time was up on the swing set. So I told her the time was up. But of course I asked nicely because that's who I am. Okay, anyway. So I'm like, okay, can I get on the swing? Like, mind you, I'm in the 3rd grade, don't laugh at me. Anyway, can I get on the swing? Like, your time's up. Teacher told you to get off like 10 minutes ago. Hop off. We about to have to go inside, you know, kick back. It's hot out here. I'm just trying to get my little swings in. This girl spit on me. If you know me now, if you know me now, I've been through so many changes in life. So many. And I am only 17. So many. It's just my personality. All of that's changed so much. If you knew me now, that never would have flew. Of course I was mad that day. Of course I said something to her that day. But I said something to my mother. I ain't hit her. Okay. But now, I'm not gonna say that. I don't promote violence. But anyway, no, okay, I'm just kidding. Right, stop. I don't promote violence. But something more serious should have been done that day. Right there. By the teacher, by everyone. I told my mom, we told the principal. Y'all know what the principal said? We gonna keep this on a little bit of a hush. She gonna apologize to me in private, but I don't even think they told the girl's parents. Why? Because her parents gave too much money. They would have been losing too much money. This is real. This is not TV. This is the type of stuff you see on TV right now. This is real life. Just like every other injustice going on. This is real life. What I saw on if you watch The Hate You Give, that's real life. This is more than TV. It's deeper than that. This stuff is real life. A cop kneeled on a man's neck with his entire body weight for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. That was not TV. It was real life. He had no mercy for this black man. He had no mercy for his life. He had no regard. He had no sympathy for this man's life, who was telling him he couldn't breathe for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. For 8 minutes and 46 seconds, he allowed a man to die because his life was less than. Because he felt like he had the authority to do so. He had no authority over that man's life. Crazy. Police officers felt like they had the authority. Mind you, with Breonna Taylor, that's a quick call that could have been made to make sure the initial suspect was in custody. If y'all didn't know that already. Because he was in custody already, the person that they were looking for. But you felt like you had the authority. Once not make the call and just go off and just whatever, that's just how you feeling, you going to shoot into these people's house. I think, don't quote me on it, they shot into the house 20 something times and 8 shots hit Breonna. 8 shots. That woman, 8 shots. They tried to charge her boyfriend with attempted murder because he thought somebody was breaking into his house where he lived, and y'all just started shooting. Shoot first, ask questions later. 8 shots, kill a woman, but we gonna ask questions later. No, that don't work. That's not flying no more. We're not doing that. That's a disgrace. Those cops are disgusting. All these cops are disgusting. If you have taken a black life who was unarmed, who did nothing to you, you are disgusting. You disgust me and the rest of our community. You probably disgust people live with you, they just ain't saying nothing. Because that is disgusting. No one should have, not even no one should have, you have no authority over someone's life to do that. So, like I said, there needs to be an end to it. We need to speak up. All this, okay? And there's just so much, like, So much left unsaid. So much that needs to be done by everyone on all fronts. I want to thank the people who are standing with us, who are not members of the Black community. Thank you. I'm really praying and hoping that everyone protesting and rioting and stuff are there for the right reasons. Please do not go to a protest just to loot and stuff, okay? Because the Black people are getting blamed. Black people who are doing it, please don't do it to your Black businesses. Everyone, please don't do it to these small Black businesses. They can't come back like Gucci can. They can't come back like Target can. They're hurting. All these Black businesses that have been destroyed are hurting. Some people's life savings went into these businesses. They're hurting. And I'm not going to even say too much because I have not been to a protest yet. So I can't tell you how to protest. But I know right from wrong. And I know that some of these Black businesses will not recover. And that is the sad truth. We don't get the funding for it, okay? We don't get the loans. We don't get the support. They may not recover. And that is really sad. And like, I heard one man, they destroyed his business, and you call it Black power. That is not Black power. Target, I understand they want to sell you milk for your eyes and all this other stuff. I understand that. Target can also come back. Even though I'm not even gonna say that it's always right. I don't try. Well, you could educate me. I could be further educated, but I've studied what happened in Tulsa deeply, so I know what they've done to us, our community. Let's not do it to our own community. Even with the thing with Rodney King, they allowed those people to tear up their own community. Don't allow their power. Don't allow them to have enough power over you to where you tear up your own community. And I know it's not just Black people. I know it's not just the other races of protesters. I've seen the videos of the police knocking in the windows. I've seen the bricks stacked up by the glass buildings. They're provoking you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the bait so they can put this all on you later and you can tear up your own community. Let's not fall for the bait. They've been trying to bait us for too long. Let's not fall for the bait. We're not going to do that anymore. Alright, we need to grow as a community. And solution-wise, I don't know the solution. But these are ideas. I'm going to put my ideas out there because I want you to put your ideas out there. And I forgot to say in the beginning, but if you stayed, what's this? 38 minutes? If you stayed this far, I love you. I really do. I love everyone. I love the fact that you stand for a cause. I love the fact that you may feel strongly about this. I love the fact that you may want to see me talk about this. Whatever the case may be. But, so, for solutions, I already talked about people saying you gotta hit them in the economy, hit them where it hurts, and I believe that. I believe that is true. After this, I really might not even have to make a video on school because I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all my major. I'm still gonna make one, but that's later. I'm majoring in international economics, and my goal, I'm majoring in economics with a concentration in international and development economics. So developing underserved communities and things like that. I can't go into the international part until I hit home first. These celebrities, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but celebrities, some do, they go out and they give to these people and help these people. I want to hit home first because this is where I'm from. This is who made me. Regardless of if I like it or not, I was born in America. But my Black community raised me. So I will help my Black community come up. That is my entire intention in economics, is to educate and build up the Black community, close the wage gap, and things like that. I'm here to serve. Along with that is supporting, excuse my puppy. Well, she's not even a puppy so much, she's so big. But anyway, she's making noise. You might hear a lot of noise, okay? I'm outside, so just excuse all the noises. But we have to start spending Black. And with spending Black comes where I believe we really need to educate ourselves in manufacturing. Spending blacks could only go so far. Circulating the black dollar can only go so far unless you're growing food or cooking food and providing a service, like doing hair or something like that, doing someone's taxes and stuff like that. But product wise, it can only go so far until we need to outsource from different countries to get our materials, to get our shirts made, to get our hair extensions. This is how you know I am not exclusive to anything that I'm saying, because I own a hair company. Where do you think my hair comes from? And I'm going ahead and tell you right now, any other hair company you shop from, that is where their hair comes from too. I'm just let you, but that's where their hair comes from too. All these wholesale shirts and stuff we be buying to make our products, that's where they come from. So I believe that we really need to educate ourselves in manufacturing and building, because if we don't do it for ourselves, who will? We want our black dollar to circulate. We want to make the black community wealthy. So we have to educate ourselves. We can't expect anyone else to do it. And there's also downfalls with that. Like, I was talking to a friend earlier, not earlier today, this actually yesterday. She was like, I can't go to the natural grocery store in the West End because I live so far from it. It is more convenient for me to go to the Kroger down the street, or to go to whatever it is closer. Y'all, we have to grow. We have to support our black businesses so that they can grow, so that they can be closer to us, so that they are accessible, so that they can be affordable. We really do. Because once again, we don't get the support. Our black businesses don't get the loans. They don't just have a surplus of money coming in to where they could just open up locations off the bat. They need support. They need funding. And that's really true. So for economy wise, I feel like we should educate ourselves in manufacturing, educate ourselves in circulating black dollar. A really good book, How to Build a New Black Wall Street. I believe that's the title. It's How to Build a New Black Wall Street. I'll put it in the description. I've been reading that and it's really good. Unlike Building a New Black Wall Street, you know, which was Tulsa, which was burned down. They burned down our Black Wall Street, right? So let's build another one. How to build? We're gonna do it again, because that's what we do. We rise no matter what. They went low, burned down our stuff. Let me show you what I'm saying. We're gonna go high, all right? We're gonna go high, and we're gonna build it again, because that's what we were born to do. We were not born to fall. We were not born to be suppressed, oppressed, anything. We were born to do that thing, okay? Because that's what we do. So yes, manufacturing, spending black, everything. I read that you're the most focused and you have the most self-control when you control what goes into your body. Y'all, we gotta stop falling for the temptation in our black communities. I don't drink. All these liquor stores in our communities, all these McDonald's in our communities, Burger Kings, just stuff that we know is not good for us. We gotta stop, y'all. They're doing this on purpose. We have high obesity rates. They did that on purpose. We got high cholesterol. They did that on purpose. Heart failure. They put all this in our communities. Why? So we go to the doctors, spend our money with their doctors, right? Along with many other reasons. We can't keep falling for it, y'all. We gotta eat clean. Mind y'all, I am talking to myself. I don't eat McDonald's and Burger King, all that. The only fast food restaurant that I really eat at is Chick-fil-A. But even with that, like fried foods, I love Chick-fil-A, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm really, this year my goal is to be completely plant-based by, I'm gonna say November. We're gonna give it November. Y'all just heard my goal out loud, because I've been trying to go plant-based, but I just put a date on it, all right? November the 15th, let's put a real date on it. By November the 15th, I'll be completely plant-based and in control of my life, okay? So, boom. Control what you put into your body. When I was younger, my mom told me you can't unsee stuff, you can't unhear stuff. Unsee, unhear. maybe on taste, I don't know, on smell, I don't know. But stuff like that. Control what you put into your body because it really does have an effect on you. Next in the solutions where I feel like we need to make change is in education. Like I said earlier, we're miseducated. We need to dive deeper. Everyone needs to dive deeper. These people, they don't want to see their downfalls. They don't want to see how they treated other people. So we're going to let them know. This is what you have did to my community. Some of them, they don't care. We're not here to change every single mind, but we are here to make a change. There needs to be a change. There's been little ones over the course of history. There needs to be a change. We're not here to serve you. We're here to be equal. We're here to open our own businesses. We're here to take care of ourselves. We're here to, y'all, as black people, I don't even know how to say it, but we are one. That is why I'm outside right now. We are one with nature, okay? It is good for us to be outside, okay? We need the sun. We need that. Other races do too, but we need that. That is who we are. I need y'all to go outside tomorrow, okay? Start walking. Just do whatever. Okay, don't look directly at the sun. They're saying you ain't supposed to do that. But feel it, you know? I can honestly say, okay, I don't like bugs and stuff. I don't like being outside. But I can honestly say when I go outside and I feel the sun like touch my skin, I just feel so renewed, so refreshed. And that is a great feeling to have. So, that... we need to educate ourselves on the things going on. We need to educate ourselves on past history. We need to educate ourselves. We need to create education, okay? Right now, I could guarantee y'all what's going on right now, Corona, everything else, it's going down in the history books. We are creating history right now. We're creating material for the future history books. But let's make sure that when these people read the future history books, they see that there was a change right here. It's going to be different when they read them. It's going to be different when they read them, all right? I'm going to say that again because we really need to make sure that we don't need the same things to continue. We need to be better. When our future children and grandchildren or whatever, when they read our history books, they need to know, so this is where the change was made. So this is where they took control. So this is where they became equal. They need to know that. And we can do that. We have the power to do that. Lastly, I just want to tell everyone, just stand in solidarity with the black community right now. This goes for everyone of all races. Just hang tight with us. Like, really. We can do a lot. We can show y'all a lot. And use your voice. Everyone, we need you using your voice right now. I wasn't using my voice. I had to find my medium in my channels to talk through. I'm talking right now. I don't need to post. Well, of course I'm going to post more posts. But I could no longer just sit and just be quiet. I wasn't saying anything. Y'all weren't hearing my voice. Y'all were seeing my messages, my posts. The petitions were seeing my signature, like that I signed the petition. A few people saw my donations. But where's my voice? I'm going to share my voice with you right now because people want to hear it. And I want to see that stuff no more. Of course, support is always good, and you always need to give your support. I'll put the different petitions, everything. Just check the description box. It's a lot right there. It's real juicy, okay? Everything, like the different petitions, the different numbers to text. I've texted the numbers. I don't want y'all to feel like just because I'm saying I'm just not finding my voice that I was just sitting still, because that's not the case. I just needed to find a better way to voice my opinion and to do this. And I'm still going to find another outlet to share with you guys this. This is not, I don't want you guys to feel like in any way is what I'm about to say promo, but this is the reason that I am creating this business. I'm creating a business called The Entrepreneurs. It's actually out now. It just hasn't been like publicly launched, okay? But the site is live. You can go to www.theepllc.com. And the purpose of this business is to help young black entrepreneurs, to give you resources, to connect you with mentors, to help you brainstorm and create logos and just different stuff, websites, because we need help, right? We don't have mommies and daddies giving us $25,000 to start a business off the bat. We don't have that. And I'm not saying everyone does. I'm not saying everyone in the white community has that. But this is to help us. I would like everyone else, if you would like to take part, I'm still working it out. But this is for young black entrepreneurs. I need to help my community. I need to be a pillar in my community. It wasn't enough for me to have a business, hair business, and call myself an entrepreneur. I will be a innovative entrepreneur. I will be a entrepreneur for change. My entrepreneurship needs to have an impact on someone's life. Yes, my bundles be cute in your head, but what impact does that have on your life? So that's what the Entrepreneurs Playground is all about. So you can research us more, talk with me, chat with me, please. I want to see your comments. I'm almost at an hour. I've been sitting here talking for an hour, okay? And I want to remind everybody, I don't sell these shirts anymore. I might come back out with them, but it's the consonants for trendsetter. Always be a trendsetter, all right? I took that vow when I first made this shirt. What was that, 3-4 years ago? When I first made this shirt, to be a trendsetter. If no one else is doing it, you can do it. Some people don't know the way to do it, and maybe they just need you to show them. So you can do it. You can set the trend. That is okay. And it is also okay to hop on the trend, especially if the trend is a cause like this. Hop on the trend. I want to see y'all videos. I want to see y'all talk. We need to advocate, okay? So, wishing peace and love to everyone. My black men, brothers, fathers, uncles. I'm proud of you guys. I am thankful for you. I love you. I'm glad that you're here. It's just indescribable. Like, I know for a fact that you're not what they make you out to be. Okay, so what I was saying before the camera cut off was my black women. Like, you are, if I cuss, I cuss. You are amazing, okay? You are indescribable. Like, it's indescribable the power of the black woman as well as the black man. But the black woman, y'all create black men. Like, that's what? You create power. You create royalty. Like, that's amazing. And I just love my mother, my aunties, my sisters, everyone. I just love y'all. And anyone like outside of our race who has a misunderstanding of the black person, like, or like a stereotype against us, we're not like that. We're born nurturers, okay? Born lovers, communicators, fighters in a good way for what we believe in, advocates, missionaries. We share love. We spread love and positivity. We are not thugs. Our men are not thugs. That's just what they want y'all to believe. That's part of the miseducation. That we rob and steal and kill and shoot. Everybody do that. But that's not who we are. That's not us. I feel like, I'm not gonna say all white people, but I feel like some white people are just so afraid of the black culture coming up because they don't want us to do them the same way they did us. We are not y'all. Like, in no way, shape, or form. Black people are not natural born savages. We're not like that. We don't do anything to come up. We help each other. That's what we're born to do. That's what our hearts tell us to do. And we, honestly, are just so powerful. And I just want to speak up for every black person watching, for every black person marching in the street, for every black person talking on the news, doing podcasts, sharing this through music, which is really powerful. And first of all, that's kind of where they got us messed up in the first place, by the music that these execs at the record companies, because they not this. I'm just going ahead and tell you that. They not this. For that real, what y'all hearing, what they be pushing out, they not this. They want us to think that. They want us to think our people really like that, but they want us to be like that so that we could prove their point. We're not here to prove y'all point. We're here to show y'all who we really are. So let's do that. Let's stand up. Let's advocate. Let's work. Let's fight. We fired up. And I just want to end this with saying that I love all of y'all. I know this is really long. I hope you watch it. I really don't think I'm going to cut that much out because I feel like everything I said needed to be said, plus more. So I thank everyone for standing with me and staying with me through this video. I love you. You're amazing. And you got it in you. Like, you were born that way. So use your power. Use your gifts. Everything. Find your channel. Find whatever you need to get you through this time, whatever you need to help you advocate through this time. You are not voiceless. For those who are voiceless, the people who have been taken away from us, this is our time to speak up for them. So I need you to not be voiceless and use your voice to speak up for those people who could not speak up for themselves, or can. They can, and that's the sad truth. So I love you guys. Bye, and thank you so much for watching.